Good morning, fellow citizens of Nigeria. I need not tell you about the recent flooding around the nation. The world is witnessing the tragedy as it unfolds. We cannot sit in Nigeria and blame Cameroon for something we should have long anticipated and proactively acted. Whether it was by Cameroon or nature, what has happened is a national crisis, a tragedy that we are unprepared to tackle. Time and time again, we have witnessed how many citizens have reacted and responded to problems like this. This year alone, President Biden has taken to the podium to address natural disasters, even school shootings, and has paid immediate visits to the states and cities these unfortunities take place. For 7.5 years, Buhari's APC government has weaponized silence as the only response to problems in Nigeria. His policy of silence is loudly clear to all of us that we are fools, not worthy of any meaningful response. This disregard for our lives has been his government answer and ought to be enough evidentiary foretaste of Tinubu's and Shetima's style of leadership. Already, we are being called termites by a presidential candidate who is seeking our votes. We are being asked to shut up when we are within our rights and responsibility to ask questions. Shetima has installed the virtues of Abacha, a despot and a violent leader who did not hesitate to murder Nigerians. No one cares about termites, and that is the implication of Tinubu's name calling. Since the floods began, I've been expecting helicopters and boats trying to reach trapped citizens in their homes. A president seizing the opportunity to lead a nation to rescue fellow citizens, but that has not been the case. I'm convinced many of our fellow Nigerians have been washed away by the floods into the high rivers and ocean. We would never know the exact number of deaths from these floods. It's taking some of our people now days to travel from the east to Abuja and other places. For some people, they cannot even reach home. Buhari need not call us termites to show what he thinks about us. His actions speak much louder. Tinubu is going around the nation promising to pursue Buhari's legacy, and no doubt silence to national crisis is one of the ingredients and weapons. Not even mobilize the military, hardware, and personnel to save our lives is deemed necessary, but rather he flies to South Korea, and I say again, he flies to South Korea to give aimless speech. I will say to you that silence over problems is what has given rise to insecurity and economic collapse of Nigeria. We're all living witnesses to all the nation's president and prime ministers, and how they rush home from outside of their countries when there's a national crisis at home. That is how one leads a nation, and not leave the nation without saying a word and take pride that you're aware while your fellow countrymen and women perish. Fellow Nigerians, this is ominous, it is dangerous, and it's a tragedy. These attitudes on the part of Buhari, Tinubu, and Shetima are foretastes of what lies ahead for you and me. The good God is showing us signs to run away from these people and not embrace him. This is a matter of life and death. Obi has shown leadership, going around like a president should do. He is doing President Buhari's work, but he does not control the national pulse to solve the problem. If there's nothing, and again I say, if there's nothing, he is bringing the much needed attention to the problem. He is my leader today, and he will always be my leader until we have the great leader. Thank you. May God bless you.